Hello. This story was told to me by the great uncle of my grandfather, whose second cousin, twice removed, once lived in a village near some people who had heard of these so-called vampires, those benighted souls who must suck the blood of a maiden on their marriage night or perish upon the instant. This story is called The Vampyre Peepshow, or The Bride of the Ivory. So, step forward. Step forwards, one step in front of the other, just like we did in the Heavy Dragoons, and I was there, you know. Come and see the wonder of all wonders, whatever the world has wondered at. These visions that I here present will please your fancy and yield your mind content. Do not simply stand in wonder, but peep in now as this maiden slumbers. This fine lady now is dreaming of a dreadful monster who now is scheming to drink her blood on their marriage night to sate his vampire's appetite. The Earl of Ruthven will claim her hand, who takes dread form upon demand, and only her ruby veins can save him from swift and certain extermination. Margaret is Lord Ronald's daughter, and we must warn her of this bloody monster. Now, we all know her name, so everybody who's watching, everybody who's peeping in now, shout out her name, Margaret, after 3. Here we go, after 3. 1, 2, 3. Margaret! Margaret slept fitfully throughout the night, and she awoke still troubled by the nightmare vision that she had encountered. So as the curtain rises, we can see her in her father's great hall in the castle of Lord Ronald. She calls out for her faithful lifelong servant, Effie. Effie, Effie, come out here at once. Oh, what is it, your ladyship? I've had the most dreadful dream. There was a man came to me in the night. He was tall, dark and brooding. Oh, I have dreams like that, me ladyship, but I usually wakes up before it gets at all interesting. No. This was as if it was real. His eyes seemed to blaze through to my very soul. And then the walls themselves seemed to shout out my name. And he was gone. Well, no wonder you've been having strange dreams, your ladyship, after all those novels you've been reading by Mary Shelley. Oh, that sounds a bit like his lordship. I'll just go and fetch him. Your lordship, I'm just coming. Hang on a moment. Whoa there, Shergar. Thank you, Effie. Now then, where have you gone, my dear? Margaret, I've just come back from the post office, and I received some very interesting news, and quite surprising, but I hope it will please you. For I have decided that you should be married. What? Yes, to the new Earl of Ruthven. But I've never even met him, Father. What on earth possesses you to think that I would wish to marry someone that I've never even met? Oh, I'm sure you'll be charmed by him. He and I and his family go back a long way, don't you know? Some years back, I was riding through the forest with his older brother, the old Earl of Ruthven, and we were set upon by some brigands. And the leader of that bandit troop, he came at me with his dirk. But fortunately, the old Earl of Ruthven dashed between me and the bandit and took the blade through his ain breast, and he fell down dead at my feet, so he did. I managed to escape, but when I came back some hours later, I found that the Earl of Ruthven's body had disappeared. But his possessions were still there, so I gathered them all up and I sent them off to his younger brother. And there, in amongst them, was a portrait of you, my dear. And the new Earl of Ruthven has just written to me to say that it would ease his grief if you would marry him. You mean he wants to marry me after having just seen my portrait? How very shallow. There's more to me than just paint and cardboard, you know, Father. Oh, well, maybe, but I'm sure if he's anything like his older brother, you'll be utterly charmed by him. Anyway, I have decided that you should marry the new Earl of Ruthven before the moon sets tonight. Aha, Lord Ronald. You must be the new Earl of Ruthven. Good God, you look and sound exactly like him. Father, this is the man who came to me in my dream last night. I want nothing to do with him. Oh, Danibitechi. You are most welcome here, Earl Ruthven. Thank you, my lord. And what a delight it is to meet you, Margaret. And I look forward to getting to know you better in the flesh. Good, well, I'll let you two get to know each other just a little bit better, and I'll get you both a wee dram. So, Margaret, we meet again. Let me look deep into your eyes, the very windows to your soul. I can have a conversation with you perfectly well from over here, thank you very much. No. Look into my eyes. Not round my eyes, but into my eyes. Look deep into my eyes. I'm not going to fall for some cheap showman's trick. I've seen those new mesmerists at work. It's just a load of hocus pocus. No, Margaret. You must look deep towards me. You are my destined prey. You cannot resist. You must provide the foul banquet to this vampire's life. Oh. Your ladyship, oh, what's going on? Are you all right? But who are you? Unhand her, you monster. Or what? Or I'll be forced to shoot. You foolish human. You cannot defeat me. I'm a dead shot, and I'll fire on a count of 3. 1, ha! 2, ha! 3! Oh no! I am slain. Oh no! What have I done? I've killed him. I must hide. I need to hide. Oh, what have I done? Oh no! Oh, what's been going on here? What's all this noise? Father, I was attacked. What? What's happened to the Earl of Ruthven? He's been shot. Dead. Who did this deed? It was Effie, sir. Effie? Where are you, Effie? I will come and find you, wherever you may hiding. Margaret, look after the Earl of Ruthven's body, and I'll be back shortly. Effie, come here, my girl. And so the Earl of Ruthven rode over the hills and down the dale, up the lowlands and up to the highlands, until eventually he found his way to the Isle of Mull. And there he found himself in Balamory. What's the story of Balamory? Well, wouldn't you like to know? The story was that from there she had rowed to Staffa. Lord Ronald commandeered a skiff and followed her across the seas. Effie fled the bloody scene, keen to escape Lord Ronald's anger, across the hills and moors and streams to find a place secure from danger. Now here on Caledonia's rocky shore, as oceans boil around the seal's home, in Fingal's cave the oceans roar and boom around the walls of stone. Ronald tracked her through the land. Without rest he chased with resolution, determined to find her and demand swift, terrible justice as retribution.
Where are ye, Effie? Where are you, you murderess? You can't escape. I know you're hereabouts somewhere.
I only fired in defence of sweet innocence. My Lord Ruthven is a fiend in human form. He was attacking your daughter and sucking the very blood from her veins.
I don't believe it. A man in his position. They were probably just making.
I heard him say her blood would feed his vampire's life.
Nonsense. Locker room banter. You must come with me and face the consequences of your actions.
Leave me!
You will
Leave me alone!
Suit yourself, Effie. You may rot in that rock for all I care. Meanwhile, I shall return to comfort my daughter and bury her beloved Ruthven.
My lord! You know not what you do! Your daughter is enthralled to a monster! I must help somehow. Left amongst the deep sea swell, Effie recognised the danger all too well and fought to find a way to leave those perilous, surging, crashing seas. The laird dashed back o'er crags and rocks to comfort Margaret from her shock, not knowing yet that even now beside his daughter, evil grew. So now we've returned to Lord Ronald's castle, where Ruthven forces his proposal. See Margaret spellbound by the Earl of Ruthven's gaze, bewitched and enthralled in an hypnotic daze. So, Margaret, you shall marry me before the dawn, and then we are together for eternity. Whoa, Shergar. Now then, Margaret, I'm so sorry about the death of Ruthven, but my God. Yeah, but Ruthven, you're alive. I saw you die with my very own eyes, twice. Lord Ronald, remember your oath to me. Your daughter and I must be married tonight, before the moon has set. Never, I will not allow it. You're a monster. You fool. Look into my eyes, deep into my eyes. You are under my spell. Now you too are transfixed, rooted to the spot, unable to move. Come, Margaret, to the chapel before first light, for this must be our wedding night. Your lordship, wake up at once. What happened? Your lordship, the Earl of Ruthven and your daughter Margaret have gone to the chapel to be married. We must delay them so that the dawn comes. But you were right, Effie. You were right. He is a monster, a fiend in human form. We must get there and stop them at once. Well, quickly, your lordship, we must follow them. No. I know a quicker route. This way, through the stables. Mind out of the way, Shergar. I'm just coming, your lordship. I'm just coming. The moon was full on the Caledonian hills that night, and on a lonely mound above Lord Ronald's granite castle was a ruined chapel. The moonlight cast stark shadows all around. A lone owl hooted. And bats flitted between the crumbling walls. When Ruthven and Margaret arrived, the night was already ebbing fast, so for Ruthven there could be no delay, as dawn would surely break his spell of darkness. The chapel above the castle had seen many sombre funerals. None had been more macabre or doom-laden than this calumny of a wedding. Watch Margaret walk towards the altar and her fate, entranced by her soulless companion. The night edges towards the dawn. There's not much time before the moon will set, and if it does, then the Earl of Ruthven will lose his bride. And now Lord Ronald rushes in upon the scene. Stop! I forbid the ceremony. No one can deprive me of my beloved now. I'll seal her lips without delay, and then I shall have my bride for eternity. Hold on just a little bit longer, your ladyship. Just hold on until the sun rises, and then the wicked must perish. Steadfast Effie is right. Just a few more moments, and then the sun will rise and destroy Ruthven's evil spell. So, as the moon sinks lower and lower, count down with me from 5 to 1, all together, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, the later! So that concludes the Vampyre Peepshow, or the Bride of the Isles. And back on stage, everyone, for the curtain call. Thank you. Back to your dressing rooms and get ready for the after party.
I am inevitable. I'll be back.
Lone owl hooting.